Welcome in the Pastime Picks Podcast. I am Keith, Vintage Sport Flips.
And I'm Andy, the King of Pennants.
What's up, guys? So a fun one today. We back to sports. We decided to do biggest like bonehead play calls or plays or even referee calls, right? In football history. Even though the thumbnail, I sprung this on Andy a couple hours ago that instead of doing all sports, let's just do football because there's enough. There's enough there. Yeah. So he had to do some late changes to his ranking, I think.
Yeah. We'll see. I think we're pretty, flexible on this one, at least from my understanding. Not flexible, but like we're kind of just, this one's a little bit open, I think.
Yeah. We're not strict. We're not strict with our selections here. So, yeah, it'll be a fun one. What's up? Rad Relics was first in the house. We have Mark Hoyle, as always, here. And then Christopher Nutter. What's up, Christopher? How's it going?
Hello.
And I know Christopher did I couldn't do it because I think we were filming for a Rips and Brews episode when he did, but he did a live opening of the packs he won in the giveaway.
Oh, nice.
2 weeks ago on Instagram.
Sweet.
So, yeah.
Hopefully something good came out of it.
Yeah.
Got some good cards.
So, yeah. And speaking of giveaway, we're in the midst of our cumulative giveaway.
That's right.
So stay tuned for Andy has a special thing to sort of illustrate how that's going.
Keith likes it. He was pretty happy with my.
It's freaking ridiculous. So wait and see. What's up, Kirk? Welcome in, Kirk. Thanks for being here. New name, I think.
Yeah, good to see.
Mookie Chilson, how's it going, Mookie?
Yeah, how's it going?
We had a good one. We had a good Thanksgiving.
Yes, that's right, Mookie.
Well, based on that draft, my wife made deviled eggs. I didn't even have to shell them, even though she said I would have to.
Yeah,
and they went quick. I got 3 or 4 of them, but they were going fast.
If we want, we can probably go over this some too, but I found out some interesting information after our little.
Well, that's true. You might have. Well, first of all,
Kirk,
shocking results, huh?
Kirk met you in Cleveland.
Oh, awesome! Oh, that's right, man. How's it going, Kirk? Now that I see your emoji, I do remember. Yeah, okay. Well, thanks for being here, man. Appreciate it. Yeah. You're at my booth at the National. Sean's in the house. Real Life Perspective Show. Andy, shocking that last week's draft. It's a stunning upset.
Stunning defeat.
You won 72-28.
That was a rough one for you. I mean, if I'm going to be totally honest, I think that's a little close with what you drafted.
I think I got robbed because you sort of forced me to take Tofurkey. I just wanted to pass on turkey, which I passed on turkey on Thanksgiving. I ate nothing but sides and deviled eggs.
That doesn't count. We then you should have told me this in the rules beforehand. You can't.
Well, I don't want to give my draft away. I don't want to give my draft away because everyone's going to vote against Tofurkey. I get it, but I digress.
What's this?
I digress. So I wasn't shocked. I guess I wasn't shocked. Okay.
I think the card back maybe was a skunk.
Or maybe my draft was a skunk.
Either interchangeable on that one.
Could have been either one.
Yeah. All right. So we got some. This is an interesting one. I think there's a bunch of different ways you can go with it. We're kind of. I would just say the overall view of this is kind of like just bonehead stuff. Whether it's like a coach doing something wrong, whether it's like an actual play on the field that kind of they did something wrong, or like a referee that did something wrong. But
yeah. And by the way, I felt bad using the thumbnail that I did for Dan in demand because I was in Dan's camp. I was rooting hard for the Bears. There was a lot of angry shouts at the TV in my house on Thanksgiving with the Elberflusing happening in the Bears Lions game. That's what spawned this draft, right?
Yeah,
the epically bad. I mean, that was brutal. And I don't blame the quarterback, right? He's a rookie quarterback, a loud place.
Oh, no. Yeah, it's horrible.
He's sacked. He's like 28 seconds left, maybe 30 seconds left. Yeah. And first of all, I can understand what they're trying to do. Let the clock run. So you can maybe get a quick 8-yard play. They have the whole field to work with so they can get a better spot for field goal.
Yeah. We also, the other issue to that is that they were a third down. So if they did do that and then threw an incomplete pass or something, they were out of field goal range by that point. So I think the right thing to do was to call a timeout immediately as soon as he got sacked, and then either because then you could still throw probably in the middle of the field and still probably kick a field goal.
But I still think they could have tried a field goal. Weren't they at like the 40?
They were. So, they were at the 50. They were. I think it was too long of a field goal.
I mean, it would have been a long 60, 65. Your audio still there?
Another 40.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think they were still in very long field goal range.
I don't know.
But regardless, even if they were going with a quick play call to get 8 yards, once the coach saw that the quarterback is frazzled, he's hands to the helmet saying, "I can't hear the play. It's too loud."
Yeah.
At that point, you got to call the timeout. They let another 20 seconds run off. I mean,
that was insane. I was like,
yeah.
I was watching. This is it's funny because Keith, like back in the day, like, oh, I'll root for the Lions. I don't care. And now that they're like a little challenging, I feel like are the Lions the new San Francisco 49ers for you?
No. I'm rooting against San Francisco every week with like passion that I'm rooting against the 49ers. No, Andy, it's solely about home field advantage in that
I know, I
playing
got
each other.
I got you.
I mean, down to your heart, you're rooting against Eagles probably too. I'm happy you're not saying that, but I mean, you should be because you don't want to come into the link. You don't want to come into the link.
It was a bad news to begin with, though. You had to turn it off to cook eggs.
There we go. So that's what spawned this draft. That's what spawned this draft. And the reason I felt bad about sort of mocking the Bears, which I wasn't mocking them. It just was illustrating the topical point of Elberflus. But I also, speaking of that Dan and Demand, I bought this T-shirt on Whatnot from Dan and Demand, a vintage Cardinals, not Cardinals, a team, but a regular Cardinal, the bird. This T-shirt. And I wore this in honor of my grandmother who passed away yesterday.
Yeah.
104 years old. So obviously very long life. And I almost didn't, I texted Annie about maybe not doing the podcast tonight.
Yeah.
But we'll try to, show must go on, or it didn't have to go on, but we're going to go on.
Right. Yeah.
But I was going to tell a story. She's the reason I love animals. She's a huge animal lover. She was always donating to every kind of animal charity there was. And I'm sure that's a big part of why I work with animals now. Yeah. But I remember a story when I was a kid, and this is almost like a Dennis the Menace type of story. But I was in her house. I would always do this. I was in her house, in her bathroom, out the bathroom window with a string, and had a box in the backyard, like holding up with a stick, with the string on the stick. And I was trying to catch a bird under bird feeder. She's a bird lover, bird feeders everywhere.
Yeah.
So I did this for hours, never caught anything, right?
This could have gone one of two different ways, hunter or
No, I wasn't going to do anything with the bird. I wasn't going to let the bird go, but a very Dennis and Menace style thing. There was a ton of things to do back in the early 80s.
It's true.
Right? So anyway, hours and hours of doing this, finally caught something, right? I caught a squirrel. So I'm yelling, I caught a squirrel, running through the house. I run through the house, down the stairs, through the basement, out the garage, through the backyard, into the backyard. She, hearing that I caught a squirrel, took a shortcut out the back door, let the squirrel go.
That's awesome.
I mean, I was so angry. Obviously, because I spent hours trying to catch something, but she probably saved me from a squirrel mauling, vaccines and everything else. So, yeah, I mean, amazing lady. And Andy knew her well too.
Yeah, she was awesome. I mean, she was she was like super like vibrant, like totally with it for as long as I've ever known her.
Yeah.
And she was like one of the few people it was like one of my favorite things to do is like to make her laugh, because she has this laugh that she would practically like lose her breath laughing. She was laughing so hard she would. But yeah, she was an awesome person. It sucks, but she lived quite an incredible life, I would say.
The oldest person I've ever known, 104, and we can all wish that. I mean, anyone can live that long. You can't ask for much more than that. So
absolutely.
But yeah.
All right.
All right. So back. I forget what do we usually do now? I guess the wheel of names.
The wheel of names. We'll start with that.
Here. Yeah. All right. Get this.
Yeah, this will be. Now you get your king helmet on again.
It's the same one. It's the same one.
I didn't. Sometimes.
Thanks, Sean. Thanks, Mookie. Appreciate that. What's up? What's up, Shane? How's it going, man?
Hey, Shane. Michael Jackson posters.
Yeah.
I don't.
I have a dealer at the flea market I go to that had a Michael Jackson poster, and I asked him. He still didn't have it. I would go tomorrow, but it's gonna be like 28 degrees and like wind chill lower than that. So probably scrap the flea market tomorrow morning. Have a big pickup to make anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get to spinning.
I have really not labeled mine. I'm a little concerned about what to do. And I start first, of course. Yeah, this will be interesting because I don't think either one of us, we probably are not going to overlap it. Maybe we will. I don't know.
By the way, there's a current standings, Andy. It's 25, 19, and 5 after the Thanksgiving upset. And then you're 19, 25, and 5. That's what we got.
Well, I'm sensing a comeback. If you keep drafting deviled eggs, I think I'll be in good shape. Let's see. I'm going to go.
That's awesome, man. I know you're trying to get over at least 300 a day in listings. I think I saw.
Wow.
I do at least 10 items every morning. I don't really look at a number quantity, but at least 10. I mean, I put up on Sunday. I did like 40. I was really chugging away at some listings.
Okay, I'm going to go with, and again, this is kind of player, coach, all that stuff is included. So I'm going to go with the classic. Do I want to do this? I'm trying to think okay. I'm going to go with it. I don't know if hopefully this fits into the whole thing. I'm going to go with the butt fumble, which is kind of the classic. I know it's not like, it's more of a screw up on the offensive lineman, really more than anything. That's the biggest, and it's not a super boneheaded play, but like basically what it is Vince Wilfork just completely running through the offensive lineman and fumbling, of course, into his butt. But it's just like just the fact that it's got that much behind it, and it's got like quite as a bad pun in there, but there's just so much to it, and like it's just like the classic Jets maneuver. So that's my number one. This is a weird draft. I don't know how it's going to work out exactly. Yeah. So that'll be my first pick.
Welcome in, Harry. We got a couple new people in chat. We got Harry Humstone here as always. We got Vintage Vinny. Thank you for being here, Vinny. Appreciate that. And then Thrift Miner. Good evening for Thrift Miner. How's it going?
Harry.
All right. So butt fumble is on my list.
Okay. I wasn't sure. Like, I don't know how everything's going to work out for everybody.
And there's different ways you can go here. You can go dumb. You can go just like an embarrassing play that's going to live in infamy, like the butt fumble, just like terrible calls by referees or coaches.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with a dumb one for my number one overall.
Okay.
And there might be a theme a little bit to some of my picks, but speaking of Thanksgiving draft, this was one of my favorite Thanksgiving Day plays ever.
I know exactly what it is.
Yeah, I remember this. I mean, it's a rare Thanksgiving Day game where there was snow in Dallas.
Yeah, it was a little snowy, wasn't it?
Yeah, snow in Dallas, and it was, I think, Buffalo, Miami, and Miami. It was like Miami was a big underdog, if I remember.
Buffalo was in Buffalo, right?
No, I'm pretty sure it's Miami.
No, no, I'm saying
you might be thinking of a different play.
Okay,
I don't know where you're going right now.
You go. Go ahead.
So I think it's Miami, Dallas.
Oh, yeah. No, I thought you said it was Buffalo versus Miami.
Oh, maybe I did. I wasn't trying to. Yeah, okay. Dallas. Yeah. And Miami was going to kick the field goal to win the game. I think it was like 14-13. I could not have the score correct.
Yep.
They kicked the field goal. Dallas blocks it. Dallas blocks the field goal. They're celebrating. Their sidelines going crazy. Leon Lett, who's a bonehead player in many occasions.
Multiple occasions.
I mean, goes chasing after the ball, which is maybe like the 2 or 3 yard line, tries to dive on top of it, but it's icy and slips and fumbles it. And because he did that, he touched the ball. Miami can recover it, which they did. And then they kicked the field goal the next play and won the game.
Yeah.
Which everyone else on the field knew to stay away from the ball.
They did.
Because it went forward, right? If it goes backwards, then you can do, I think you can still try to recover it, but it went forward. And then that's why he botched that play. So,
yep. I would argue, like, to your point, why that's even a good pick, even a very good pick, is that it impacted the game. Like it completely flipped the game, right? Like from winning to losing. So like that's a double, not a double whammy, but it's like it's a boneheaded play, but it also cost them the game, which is tough.
Oh yeah, it has a lot going for it. Plus it's Dallas, and I was.
I knew you were. I figured you would do. Yeah. Figured you would have a Dallas or two on there.
The only thing better than a Dallas loss is Dallas losing in excruciating fashion, and that's pinnacle right there on Thanksgiving. Yeah. I mean, that's
in front of everybody. Yeah,
yeah.
Was that his first or second mess up?
I think that was first before the Super Bowl one.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. All right, there we have it. So that's the top 2 picks. We had butt fumble, then Leon let field goal botch. Yeah. I mean, we talked about that, Shane, as far as video clips. I've always refrained from doing it a bit because of copyright issues, but I mean, we definitely could do it for this kind of stuff.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks.
Thanks, Vinny. Appreciate it, man.
Always.
Okay, Andy. So let's on that note, let's get to the first segment here.
All right. Sale of the week.
So in this segment, we each show each other our sales of the week. Me and Andy guess each other's selling prices. We want to get within 10% to win. We want the chat to guess along. Third item overall, we do a giveaway for, and then starting last week, we amped up that giveaway to. We'll go into that a little bit more before the giveaway. So, all right, let me get to my first item here. All right. So first item here, Andy, this will be in an upcoming video.
That's pretty cool.
But so we have and which I never realized this program, but this is a 1949 Eagles versus Chicago Cardinals program signed by, I think, 11 Philadelphia Eagles.
See Steve Van Buren up there.
Yep. Steve Van Buren, Al Oxwistert, who had the record I think he has like 7 sacks in one game.
Oh, wow.
Tommy Thompson. He was the quarterback of the 49 championship team, 48-49, blind in one eye. So how many blind in one eye championship quarterbacks are out there?
Depth of perception is a little tough, I would think.
Yeah.
It's a little inception going on, too.
That's what I said. I never realized until just now that he was holding Yeah, I like that. That is cool.
That was like a little ahead of their time, I feel like.
Yeah, that was cutting edge. So this will be in an upcoming video. But so we have a couple guesses already. So we have Christopher Nutter in at 250. And I should say, I never got the autographs authenticated. Okay. I have all these autographs in my collection. I had the program in my collection, so I didn't keep this.
Gotcha.
But so it's not authenticated, but I think I'm definitely confident in them.
I definitely think chat's getting a lot. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know what it's going to sell for, but everybody's getting a lot closer and a lot smarter and not just knowledgeable, I think, of some of your stuff. So
maybe not you, but the chat. You're right.
Correct. That's accurate.
250 for Christopher.
I've gone backwards, I think.
Shane's in at 194.90. We have Vintage Vinny at 150. Kirkin at 75. Mark Hoyle at 275.99.
See what Soda did on that one?
I did. Yeah, I like it.
Got a little. He's doing a little inception of his own, maybe.
Outside the box thinking there.
All right. Well, I mean, I can. This is not the one for the
not a giveaway. Yeah.
Let's see. I think these do well. I think it's probably in everybody's range. I mean, everybody's in that $200 range for the most part. Few people a little under, which I think could be true. I wonder how much the signatures actually help the actual price of it, the cost of it. I mean, I guess they help some, but I almost think that like a clean program from back then would do very well too. All right, I'm going to go. I think I'm going to go $299.99 is my guess.
Okay, $299.99. All right,
let's see what we got.
Man, I still go.
Not correct on that one. Let me get the answer.
Oh, all right. Okay.
I think if I would have got it authenticated, I think I could have got it above 200, I would say. But as it was, but you're sinking more money into the authentication, right? And
gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, it's not cheap to authenticate those things, I would assume, right? It's probably could be $50 or more or something.
Yeah.
Especially if there's that many signatures too.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even know how they do that. If they just sort of say, if you could say you want one or two of them done.
I think they would probably do them all, but I don't know what you could do there, but I've definitely got multi-signed things authenticated. It's definitely more than one. It'd probably be $100 or something to authenticate it.
Gotcha.
Looks like Vintage Vinny was closest on this one.
Yeah.
150. It's a nice guess.
He's priming the pump. He's getting ready for round two.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. I got something for you that's not a pennant. We've been selling a little more non-pennant stuff. So
nice. Anyway, you're pulling it up, Harry. I mean, I'm always rooting against Kansas City, but for me, the only team that's rivaling Dallas is the 49ers for me.
Yeah.
And I'm loving this.
And the Lions quickly coming up.
I don't hate the line. No, if the Eagles lose to the Lions in the playoffs, then they'll build my hate list forever, I think. But I don't hate the Lions. I mean, I'm rooting against them.
Yeah.
But I don't hate them.
All right, here we go. Do you know what that is, Keith?
Well, first, is it a Muppet? What is that? Fraggle?
It's not a Muppet. Come on.
A Fraggle?
It is not as Fraggle either. No.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle? I don't know what that is.
No, it's okay. It is Taste Setter Toad from The Wind in the Willows.
Okay. Yeah, I did. Well, yeah.
I don't really remember it all that much, but
I've heard of it. I think I read the book.
The Willows,
maybe.
Yeah. No,
is it a model?
It is a toad. Yeah, it's like it's kind of like one of those reproduction type of thing models. It's from Sigma, if you remember that. Like they do, I think, a lot of those kind of models and stuff. They also did like
I agree, Harry. That is not sports.
Well, that's
we
true.
we do have a ton of vintage toys in the collection here that we bought. So I still don't really even know what it is. So you don't really give me a clear.
Yeah, it's like a figurine type of thing.
Figurine. So it's not a model. It's a figurine.
No, not a model. It's
made of porcelain.
What? Yeah, porcelain, or I'm not even sure. I can see with the.
That's all right. I mean, if it's not plastic.
No, it's definitely not plastic. It's porcelain or some type of yeah.
And size? The size of an apple or the size of a basketball?
No, it's not the size of a basketball. It's the size of 2 apples, I'll say.
Okay, so good size.
2 small apples.
Trying to get some ideas here.
I see.
I mean, the guesses are all going to be in a similar range, which I agree. I mean, how much can this thing go for? Yeah, I mean, a racing toad in a fire truck or whatever. That's a Model T. What is that?
I don't know, Keith. How many questions you ask about? It's a freaking turtle in a car.
It's a toad, not a turtle.
Well,
toad, right?
Toad in the car. Jeez. Is that a Model T? What's he driving? What kind of gravel is that? Is he from the East Coast?
He's off. Is he off-roading? What is that?
What kind of glasses are they? Are those prescription glasses? Like, I don't.
I'm gonna go $34.
Okay.
$34. We have Shane in at $49. Vinny in at $24.99. Harry $34.98. Sean $51. Christopher Nutter $35. Kirk V at $45.99. Mark Hoyle $28.99.
All right. Let's see what we got.
Oh, nice. Nice, Roman. Thanks for that update. The Lions brought in Elberflus to help with their special teams.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Roman's in at 99.
Got to stay as far away as possible. All right, here we go.
I think I got my swagger back. Oh.
Oh yeah, I did. I nail it.
Pretty close.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you've been hitting. Most of my stuff has been this price. I feel like that's the problem.
Yeah, usually don't throw a $1,200 item at me.
I don't have a lot of $1,200 items that are burning a hole in my pocket.
Yeah, I know. I got you. It's still. Yeah, thanks.
I should probably start.
Thanks, Sean. I appreciate it, man.
Stuff.
I'm definitely. That's why I was delving. You have to get these questions answered to get the proper pricing. I needed the car style and the taste setter. Okay. All right. Next item. This is for the giveaway. So as we said last week, the giveaway this week is going to be a pair of vintage packs, wax packs, either sports or non-sports. Going to be a mystery pair. So in the chat, the person can tell us who wins if they want sports or non-sports. But you also go into that cumulative giveaway that we're going to be doing over the next 11 weeks. We had a winner last week, and over those, after the full 12 weeks, the winner of the most giveaways is going to win a $50 gift card to one of our eBay stores or a combination of both of our eBay stores. So, Andy, why don't you take over to go over how we're doing currently with the cumulative giveaway?
Okay, so we only have done one so far. Our current horse in our horse race is Brandon Patterson. So he is currently winning the race. And in honor of his first win, we have a horse for him. So I don't think he's in chat, unfortunately.
I don't see him tonight. Yeah.
So what happens? We've got, I don't know, I've got like 40 of these stupid Heartland horses downstairs with Keith, which Keith said, by the way, oh, they sell really well. They've not, I think I've sold one.
Oh, they listed?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know they
a
were
bunch of
listed.
Heartlands, yeah. Anyway, so he if whoever wins tonight gets to choose the name of their horse, but we'll just put Brandon Patterson on this right now.
Beat Pat on there.
Beat Pat for now. He can rename his horses if he wants.
So yeah, so we're gonna chart these wins, and he's gonna have a lot of horses stuck in that little space over the course of 12 weeks.
Well, at the most it'll be 12 horses, but we'll see.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Beat Pat. There you go.
All right, there we go.
But
so that's our.
You also get to and since he's not here too, I'll give you a choice. I got another horse too, so you can choose whatever horse you want. But
wow.
Currently, he gets Little Polka Dot Princess, aka B-Pat.
That's what that is.
I don't know. It's a Dalmatian horse.
I mean, I had to know my horses in school, but it's.
I don't know that they were perfectly.
Anatomic.
Yeah. I have not checked.
I'm gonna say Palomino.
Okay, I have not checked their anatomy, so I'm pretty sure.
Okay, all right. So let's. Here's the giveaway here's the item that I sold for the giveaway, guess. So we have a vintage, circa 1910, 1920s, Spalding brand, buckleback, first baseman's mitt. The Pinto.
Could
is
be.
he? Okay. Now we're getting Mustang. I don't know.
let me just check. Let me check underneath. Not a Mustang. Got to check under the hood.
So Spalding buckleback. The buckle's a little broke. The leather on the strap is a little bit broke. Here's the other side of it. So a first baseman's mitt, nice condition. I did clean it up. I bought this in the Philly show video, my first Philly show video a few weeks ago.
All right.
So here we go. So we got a couple guesses already. Vintage Vinny's in at $79.99. Shane's in at $329.99. Roman's in at $199.
Okay, good guess. Good guess. I like. These always throw me off. I forget. I mean, you don't put them up enough that I know that you consistently had them up there. So I don't.
Yeah, I don't think I showed a ton of gloves. I don't think I have. Yeah.
Yeah. These aren't like super rare, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've sold a lot of them. Kirk V is in at 110.
Mark's in at 275. Harry at 414.98. That's an awfully specific number.
Yeah. Thrift Miner at 89.
Okay.
And while you're thinking, Andy, I use a leather cleaner called Neiman's. I think Neimans. People always ask me in my videos how I clean gloves. That's what I use to clean them up. Condition, clean and condition.
Cool. He's Roman is given the official designation that it is a Babe Ruth glove, so he is. Yeah, you have Roman's certificate of authenticity on this glove. Babe Ruth.
What's up, Phil 5 Dime? He's coming in at $5 on this one. Neiman's. Okay, there we go. Yep. Yeah, so I think you can get it at Home Depot, Lowe's. It's very. Okay. I mean, people use it on leather couches and their car seats and stuff, but I use it on.
Was it pretty rough when you got it, or was it not in bad shape?
Not terrible, but it really brings out the tone of the leather nicer. I mean, it wasn't. Yeah. This glove was in decent shape.
Cool. 135.
135. Yep. Again, the winner here who gets closest in the chat. Your choice of either a pair of mystery vintage non-sport or sport packs that I'll send your way.
Or and not, I mean, some would say even more impressive, your choice of horses tonight.
Yeah, that's true. And your choice of horses in the horse race of the cumulative giveaway.
That's right. Oh, interesting. Yeah, gotcha.
I think it's Neiman's. Yeah, I could be wrong. I'll
All right,
look it up while Andy's thinking here. I'll look it up.
Let's do. I'll give it like maybe 10 more seconds just to sort of see if anybody else. I think that most people are in though. So we got anywhere from like
it was Weeman. My apologies.
Oh, okay.
It is Lowe's has it.
It's Weeman's.
Weeman's, yeah, not Jack the Jackass character.
Gotcha. So we're going everywhere from $5 up to $4 and change. I think somewhere in there. Yeah, $4.14. Okay. I'm gonna go. I don't think this is a super rare glove. It does look in very good shape. I'm gonna go with $225. Well, no, Christopher Nutter's in at $225, so I'll do $245.99.
Okay.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Don't read too much into my
I think that's a win.
I mean, a great character, but definitely a loss.
Yeah. 124. Okay. Is that real life? Real life's at 135.
He's closer. Someone else close in the chat too. Maybe
110.
Kirk. Okay, so Kirk. So it looks like real life is closer, right?
Real life hits it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, real life. What would you like to name your horse?
And he's a Texan. He's a Texan, so he could probably know the breed of the horse too, right?
Maybe, I don't know.
And it'll make you bigger, so you can really show these horses off. Oh well, first you gotta.
So you got this one, which I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if it was formerly an all black horse and just turned brown or
no. I got it. Merle? Is that a Merle?
Yeah, I guess so.
Ooh, that a little cha-ching over there. That's what that was.
All good, Harry. We got time. It's still 1-1 game across the board. So you got to come back every week. I mean, that always increases your odds. But
I mean, but you got to show. You only showed him one horse to choose from, Andy. That was part of the win to choose different horses.
Either one of these two horses you can choose.
But Brandon has the spotted one.
Yeah, but he's not here. So if you want the spotted horse, you can have it. I think Brandon will never know.
He'll probably watch the replay, Andy. So should give him a few horse options there.
Well, maybe I'll bring more horses to the table next time.
Sold a Bears pennant.
Okay.
Bears pennant, new in packaging, $35.99. Probably to a Matt Elberflus bought that.
Look at Harry. He's got all the horse.
Yeah, there we go, Harry. I like the.
All right. What do you think, real life? What would you like to name your horse, and which one do you want?
Oh, you only brought the one horse, didn't you?
No, I brought those two. Those are the only two horses I brought up. Yeah, because there's only two people.
Well, he said you could choose the horse. You think you only give him one?
Well, there's two horses. You can choose either of the horses.
He's black and white. It's calling it silver. Well, let's do it both black and white, right?
So you want? Oh yeah, I'm sorry. You want this one, or this guy, front or back? Horse game.
Yeah, I know, right? I know.
I didn't realize this could be. I know. I'm sorry. This is turned into a front. Okay, who wants front?
There we go. Thank God you didn't steal Brandon's horse, Sean. Appreciate that.
Silver.
I was expecting a parade of horses for him to choose from. That's what you need to do next week, Andy.
Perhaps.
I'll leave you alone.
Right now, you got B-Pat and Silver neck and neck. AK.
Yeah.
I should probably write down the name of your horse. So I don't. Everybody's horse is like named something, and then I don't remember whose horse it is.
Yeah. Right, Sean, below that.
Yeah, I got it. I got it on my little cheat sheet. All right, there you go. We got a horse thing. You want to move on? You want to do one more of mine? We can also get rid of the horses, by the way.
Your call. Do you have another one?
Yeah, we can do another one. I'll do
Yeah,
another.
I'm going to try to sweep the board with 2 wins.
I don't think that's going to happen, but okay, we can try. We'll do a quick one though. We don't have to. We got a pen. I will do a pennant for you this time, so I know how much you love pennants. Let's see, where did it go? There it is. Kind of a cool one.
Oh, Sean, let me know if you want. I assume you're going to want a non-sport, right? Something you can rip over on the Real Life Perspective show. And on that note, don't forget, Andy. We have to remind you, but also anyone in the chat. Me, Andy, Sean on the Real Life Perspective show, and Shane at Soda City Rips are doing a simulcasted live on Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern time. It's
Yes,
on.
I said yes, sir.
Oh, yes, sir. So it's on this channel, Rips and Brews, our other channel, Real Life Perspective show, Soda City Rips, all 4 channels. We're all ripping something different. We're all doing a different beer tasting. So it's a live, so you can come hang out in the chat.
Yeah, should be a good time.
Oh, this is awesome. The New Haven Ninjas.
I know, right?
I like it. And it's Arena Football League. I was thinking it was a minor league baseball team. Even got some Asian lettering there. I don't really know what kind of language that is.
I don't actually know what that means. So
yeah, probably ninja. Maybe.
Oh, is Rob going to be on this week or no? I forgot.
No, he can't. Okay. I mean, he was going to, Christopher. He had family. He's going to be in town. He didn't realize. So, but I told him he's always welcome on a future simulcasted video.
Yeah. Roman, I think you could do that. That's probably good. That's that you can do. You can Boilermaker is beer and whiskey, right? So I'm sure there's something called that.
Yeah.
And how dare you, by the way, Roman, for that? How dare you?
We're gonna pin that for the whole live. Leave that up, Andy. Don't take that down.
Nope.
All right. I like this one a lot. You have New Haven's a nice area. They're probably it's a wealthy area, right? And you have and you got ninja lovers.
New Haven pizza, right? Don't they do that?
Yeah, new ninja lovers everywhere. This is a cool one for a kid's bedroom. Beverly Hills Ninja fans. You get all kind of people be buying.
You're kind of pushing it now, but okay.
I'm gonna go $52 on this one. $52.
52. Okay. We have let's just see. Check chat. We got 43.
Harry's at 44.98. Yeah.
All right. Let's see what you.
Phil's in at $60. Kirk V's in at $39.99. I love that music a lot.
It's pretty catchy. I'm not gonna lie, pretty catchy. Yeah. There you go.
So, close. It was close.
You were close. Harry was 2 cents away. 2 cents away for Harry. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. It was definitely a cool. There are a couple of ones like this, not specifically ninjas, but that type of interesting graphic of these AF2 pennants. Really, the Arena Football League too. Really have, I feel like that's where they kind of nailed some of the cooler logos and stuff. So
yeah.
All right, there you go.
All right, so
back at it.
Back to the draft here. Let me get the draft board up. All right, as we did so far, I went butt fumble, then the Leon let block field goal botch. Is that right? Botch or batch? I think it's botch.
You're good. Botch. Yeah, Harry nailed it.
Oh, so I'm up again. All right, I'm up again. Where do we go already? All right, I'm gonna go classic on this one. This is like just a play that'll live in legend and lore. I'm gonna go with Minnesota Vikings, Jim Marshall.
He ran the wrong way.
Yeah, where he picked up a fumble and ran 66 yards the wrong direction and ran out of the end zone. I think it was against the 49ers. I think it was Minnesota 49ers, and ended up, the San Francisco got a safety on the play instead of giving up a touchdown. So just a classic. I mean, that's like a cartoonish kind of play that you can't imagine someone actually doing.
Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer, right? I mean, he's
great,
incredible player too. Yeah, one member of with Gene Upshaw and a couple other on there. Deacon Jones I'm sorry, maybe not.
I don't know if he was there. I'm not even 100% Gene Upshaw was there, but let's look up the Purple People Eaters. I'll look it up. You could be right.
But yeah, I mean, he was just. You couldn't just like I can see myself doing that, honestly, just running the wrong way.
Alan Page, Carl Eller, and Gary Larson.
Okay.
Are the other purple people eaters.
Right. I was wrong.
So you got 0 out of 2.
0 out of 4 or 3, maybe, but
yeah,
that's a good one. That's a classic. It wasn't on my list, but it was a very good one.
I didn't make your list. That's classic. That's a classic one.
Okay, so I got 2 that I really want to do, so I'm good with this. Mine is gonna be a all-time, one of the all-time, I think, boneheaded coaches play maneuvers. And that's Pete Carroll calling a pass instead of running Marshawn Lynch at the 1 yard line. And that's essentially throwing the interception and losing the Super Bowl.
That's a
why do I think? Okay. I don't know why I thought Gene Upshaw. Why did Gene Upshaw come up in my head instantly? He's for the Raiders apparently, but
I thought it was a lineman because he was obviously more like known after football for me, like as a league office guy. I forget, was he like a player association rep or for
I think you're right.
Yeah, that's a great one. That's a great one. And you hear that? Another cha-ching. This is a cha-ching. This is cha-ching kind of year over here. That was an Etsy sale.
All right.
That could be the sales of the week.
Focus.
Phillies pennant.
Can't help himself.
I was listening. Somebody was talking about that play recently on Sports Talk Radio here in Philadelphia, and Belichick was like about to call a timeout because they were, they wanted to get the ball back. I forget there was like a minute left of that game, right? There wasn't much time left, and
Cyber Wednesday.
And he looked over the sideline, the Seattle sideline, and saw like Pete Carroll, and the sideline looked so frenetic and frantic that like he's like, let me just let these guys do their thing, because he felt like they were like in a confused state, like they didn't know what to do. So he let the play run, and obviously it was the right call on his part. Yeah,
pretty crazy. I mean, it wasn't it wasn't a mistake in terms of like the play per se. It was a great play by somebody, but like how you cannot do that,
when you have a powerful running back, and that's what got you there.
Exactly. So there you go. That's my okay. Him, Art Shell. I remember him. I certainly remember him as being the coach too. All right. So
let's let me do this real quick. This will be a quick segment, then we'll get back to the draft.
Find of the week.
All right, I'll make myself big for this for a second. So my find of the week this week was, I'll have a great find of the week next week, by the way. So stay tuned for that. This is like an epic. My wife is not happy with that find next week. But this, hold on. How do we point to the right direction?
It is
over there. Right down here, right here.
Okay.
16 vintage wax boxes. They're all like early 90s, 90. I think it's all 90 to 92 baseball, hockey, football. So probably everything there's some duplication in there. Got it at a card show this past weekend, and it was cheap enough that I'll open it, rip some of it, give some away on here, give some away on Whatnot. I'll be doing let me get myself off a big screen, but I'll be doing a part of a raid train with Kerry American Arbitrage and Rod Picking and Punching cards on a Monday night. I'll follow them up, and Rod's been doing it like every buyer who buys a first-time purchaser who buys a card from him and gives them a pack of cards. I'll do the same thing since I have what's 16 times 36, Andy, real fast. It's
459.
Okay. Seems like it'll be an even number, but I believe
you'd think it would be, but yeah, it's not.
Okay. So there we go. So there is Pro Set Hockey, and there's all kind of stuff down there. And I know Jim has a lot of wax packs in his eBay store, if I recall, unless they all sold already.
Very cool.
So that's what I paid. It was $200 for 16 boxes and a couple sets that I'm just going to sell the sets in a bulk lot. So
cool.
Yeah. It'd be fun to open some of that. I like the early 90s hockey and basketball, football opening.
It's kind of when we were most into this stuff too, really. I mean, in this world, unfortunately, it's the worst time to collect typically. I mean, it's like the least.
Some of that stuff I never opened. There's like what is that box? Like Pro Set, like Platinum or something. I never even heard of that.
Well, maybe some of that could be better than we think. Yeah.
I think they sell for like $30 a box, so I can make money on them, but I'm sure I should be ripping them.
Gotcha.
So that's the find of the week. So let's
cool.
Be a quick one. Back to the draft here. So is it back to you?
It is. Okay, I'm gonna go. I don't know if you would have taken this one or not, but this is one of my favorite all-time kind of boneheaded plays, and most specifically Bonehead, because that would be Gus Frerotte running into the end zone, scoring a touchdown, and then giving himself a concussion by headbutting the back wall. I think that's about as bonehead as you can get in terms of the actual bone to head situation. That's a very on point. But yeah, I mean, it was just kind of a typical move by them. They kind of thought Gus Frerotte was going to be their savior. He was playing pretty well, and then he just knocks himself out of the game.
Well, that was like almost every quarterback they had, like Heath Stoller. I mean, they're always like,
well, yeah, but I think they were burned so many times with like Heath Stoller and that they thought like Gus Frerotte was not like the guy that was supposed to, save them, but he was doing really well. So.
Yep, that was that. I remember that one too, Kirk. Yep. Yeah, that's a good one. And I think there's another one that's similar that it's not on my list. Maybe I'm not drafting it, but I don't want to steal your pick, but there's a similar one.
I don't think I have that one. So you can
okay. Similar one. You remember, it was one of the Grammaticas. I think it was Bill Grammatica who kicked the field goal and jumped up and celebrated and like
blew his knee out.
ACL. A beautiful twirling, jumping celebration. And then like
brutal. Yeah. I forgot. That would have been a good one. It would have been on my list probably. I didn't think about that one.
So give me credit for that when you're voting, but that's not my pick.
Nope.
All right. I'm going back to
Are you going back to the 20s?
No, I'm going back to Dallas misery here.
Oh, geez. He's focused on Dallas, guys.
I'm going to go to one of the worst announcers who gets a lot of publicity, but one of the worst announcers in football these days. Tony Romo.
Yeah.
Tony Romo, 2006 playoffs. I don't know if it was a wild card or a divisional round in the playoffs. Dallas versus Seattle. Dallas is losing 14-13. They have the ball on like the 5-yard line, kicking the game-winning field goal, minute left. Snap the ball. Romo botches this. It was a decent snap. It wasn't a bad snap. He fumbles the snap, botches the snap or the hold, and then starts to scramble. Looks like he's going to go into the end zone. I still remember watching this that day. It looks like he's going to run it in, and like, I hated Tony Romo with a passion. And it gets tackled by his feet at the 1-yard line. And I still remember like that was the year after the Eagles had T.O. and T.O. after the game was like having a tearful press conference saying, "That's my quarter." Cause everyone's Romo, "That's my quarterback. That's my quarterback." And he's crying, man, what beautiful times as an Eagles fan.
He loved it. Yeah.
So that's
okay. Yeah. It's good. I don't really remember. It was not on my list. I didn't remember it specifically, but that was a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. That's beautiful.
I think these are going to be very heavy Cowboys centric, if I'm not mistaken here.
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to pull up a video, but maybe I won't break my own rule. Okay.
Yeah, Christopher, we do have, we were thinking about opening it up to everything, and we may do a second baseball one with this, or maybe even open up baseball too, and on all sports, because there are a bunch of good ones, obviously, including I kind of do remember this one when he knocked himself out on the pole.
Yeah, we'll definitely do another follow up to this. Other sports. There was just enough football going on that we didn't want to, unless we had like 6 people or something to draft, we would have been a big draft. Definitely. So that's what we have. That's our list so far. So let me get to the next segment. This is a little different segment this week.
Oh boy, did you put my face on something?
No, same video. Dump the strap. Crotch strap.
It's funny though, but that was your nickname in high school, wasn't it? Crotch strap.
Actually, not my nickname. I wasn't expecting that. All right, so a little bit different of a Stump the Strap this week.
Special edition strap.
Special edition. We're going to call it Stump the Chump.
Please.
That was courtesy of Shane over at Soda City Flips and Soda City Rips. He said he put that in one of the comments, one of the videos, Stump the Chump. So Stump the Chump it is. Not mocking it. It just rhymes. It rolls off the tongue. But Kirk, yeah, absolutely. That was a great play. I didn't put that on my list. Maybe anything on his list. Only because Dallas won that game so big.
I only had one Leon Lett. I didn't want to overdo it, and it was a Thanksgiving fumble. So
yeah.
But the Don Beebe thing was amazing too. Just it's like how much more kind of bad stuff can happen to that guy.
Yeah, and Roman Nick's not going anywhere, but I would love Doug. I want Doug back because I don't think Doug's going to last the year, especially with Trevor Lawrence being out the rest of the season. So I'll welcome back Doug, no doubt. All right, Sandy, this week, this Stump the Chump is courtesy of another great YouTube channel, Semi Thunder. Semi Thunder, a great vintage card channel. Great guy I met at both the National and the Philly show. He put out a video regarding Willie Mays cards and price differences. And I'm doing this for Andy because Andy's collecting Willie Mays cards. So he was delving into different years, the different values of the Willie Mays cards. So Andy, I'm going to give you a year, 5 cards from that year, and I'm going to have you put them in price order for me.
Okay.
And I'll show you what. Let me get this up. Hold on.
I don't like. It's going to make me look like an idiot. Don't like this.
So here's what we got so far. So we got.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so you're going to put these. We got a Star Decal, authentic grade, 52 Bowman PSA 4. A Burke Ross, PSA 4, 52 Tops, PSA 4.5, 52 Redman, grade 6. So you're going to put these in price order here.
Okay.
Because you're collecting Mays. I don't think you have any of the 52s yet.
Well, yeah, I haven't gotten to this point in the Mays.
Yeah.
Because I don't have, and I can assure you, I'm getting 152 if I get any. I'm not getting all of 5.
You got to do all 5. You got to.
Right. Okay, so 52 Mays tops is going to be good. I know that. I know even like a 1 is like, I think around $3,000. Depending, even the better ones are worth more than that. I'm not super familiar with 52 Redman, but like I have 6 in that. Is that the Redman as in like the chewing tobacco?
Yeah, we looked at them at the Philly show. They're the bigger cards. They're like square cards. Like I think I have one somewhere laying here, but they're like 4x4 maybe. Yeah,
I mean, I've seen both, and I have been on a 52 Bowman, but it was not in a 4. All right.
And you turn your comments off, by the way. But thanks,
I did.
Okay, guys, you're welcome. Throw guesses in. I didn't want Andy getting help from the chat, but yeah, guys, guess along with them, please. But let me see Kirk's guesses here.
My concern is that the ones that I don't know, I bet they're collectible, but like
no, Kirk, you're good. You're welcome to guess, man. I forgot to tell Andy.
I haven't clicked off.
I forgot to tell Andy to shut the comments off. But everyone guess along with him, please. But he can't see you. Usually we do these segments where I'm guessing things, so that's why it's a little thrown off this week.
So, and this is what specifically they sold for, or what like the average? I forgot what you said.
These specific cards, what they sold for.
Okay, because here's the thing: they could flip flop a little bit based on just when something sold for timing stuff. So
yeah, true.
But okay, all right. I think I'm going to go from least to most expensive. I'm going to go Star Decal Type 1 as the least expensive. I'm probably wrong. I'm going to go Redman as 4. I'm going to go 52 Bowman as 3. I'm going to go 52. This is what I think. I'm going to go 52 Tops as 2 and 52 Burke and Ross as 1.
Okay. So that's what you got. So let me pull up the answer here and we'll come back to that. Let's see. So that's the answer. So 1 is way off. 52 Tops, $12,600 for that 4.5.
Okay. So yeah, I thought that could be.
Yeah. But I think you were not far off. Let's see. You said
Star
Burke Ross right, number
Decal.
1.
I was right on Star Decal, Redman.
Yeah.
And really Bowman and Burke were about the same.
So yeah, but Bowman would be second. So it would be Bowman Tops.
I was pretty close. Except I just had Tops and Burke mixed up. Right?
You mixed up Bowman, Burks, and Tops. You flipped. You didn't mess up the top 3, but the bottom 2 you were good on.
Yeah.
So that was not terrible. Not terrible.
That's pretty good.
I should have given you an over-under. So the over-under is 6 out of 10 right, because there's another. We're going to go forward here to this one.
Oh, geez.
1954. 1954 Bowman. 54 Redman. 54 New York Journal American. 54 Stahlmeyer, which is a hot dog card. 54 Tops. And the grades are pretty similar. The Stahlmeyer is 1.5. Everything else is a 4. New York Journal American 3. And by the way, Sammy takes you through other years. Great videos. So definitely check out his video on the Willie Mays cards.
Cool. I know 54 Tops is going to be better than 50. I think 54 Tops will still be better than 54 Bowman.
Again, your over-under is 6 right. So right now you have 2 right. Got to go 4 for 5 to win.
Yeah, well, I'm not, so I can tell you that right now. All right, here's my guessing. I'm going to go 54 Redman is 5.
Let me get over that screen. Hold on. 55 Redman.
Mm-hmm.
Oop, I got to change the color.
54 Redman. I'm going to go 54 Stahlmeyer as 4. I'm going to go 54. I'm going to go 54 Bowman as 3. 54 Tops as 2. And I have never seen that one before, but it looks interesting. So I'm going to go with that one as 1.
Okay. All right. Let me pull up the answer on this one. So Stahlmeyer is a rare one. So 36.75 on the Stahlmeyer.
Got that one.
Oh, you put number 5 for Stahlmeyer or 4.
No, I put that as I put no. Okay, I was confused.
Yeah, I was wondering why you're celebrating over there.
Oh yeah, I confused what. Okay,
that's all right. Let's see. The last was what? The Redman. So did you have that last?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're right on Redman. So you have 3 right. What'd you have next? Next you had.
I was right with Bowman and Tops being. But I just got. Yeah, I was right on the rest. So I may have gotten 4.
It can't be 4 because let's see. It goes.
Well, I couldn't be 4 out of 5, so that's impossible. You couldn't. I was forced to lose that one.
So 2. Let's see. 2 was. Tops was 3. Journal American is 2. So that was wrong. 3 wrong. 54 Bowman is okay. 54 Bowman, you were wrong on. So you're okay. You were 1 out of 5.
I didn't get the exact placement. I think I get like the order more anyway.
Oh, order right. Oh, yeah. All right. You got 3 out of 10. So
okay,
that sir was a loss.
I see.
Yeah, but it was good effort. I
tried. I tried.
You did try. Let me
Stahlmeyer. Okay, I keep my ad. I probably won't be buying one of them, but good to know.
You sound like a fool. No, my opinion's the only one that counts. You sound like a fool.
You did.
Yeah. All right.
That would have been tough for me too.
Yeah.
In whatever sets.
Yeah. All right. Let's about to finish it up, right?
Yeah.
Close? Okay.
Yep. Let me get the draft board back.
Yeah, big difference in 52 to 54. That's for sure.
Yeah, that was part of the context of his video, like the changing in the Bowman values and the tops values. And some of those oddball things you wouldn't really know, but that's good to know about the Stallmeyer. I think that's a very rare set, but
yeah, I'll keep
never come
my
across
eyes
that.
open, I'm sure.
So is it me? Is it me or you? Let's see. 1, 2. Butt fumble, Jim Marshall, and 2. Then
no, it's you.
It's me.
And then,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. This is tough. All right. This is an historic play that really changed the course of some franchises. And I think at the time, maybe it wasn't a terrible call, but I think historically it was a terrible call. I'm going to go with the tuck rule.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was on my list. Brady. I mean, just how did that change the fortunes of the Raiders and the Patriots? And
pretty
really
impactful.
Patriots.
Pretty impactful. Yeah. I will give you that one for sure.
And I'm sure everyone in the chat knows, but he had brought the pass down. He faked the pass, brought it back down, and went to put 2 hands on, and then fumbled it. And they said that it was a forward motion. It was a forward pass when it was clearly a fumble.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well done. Well done. Well, let's see what Jim said. What did he say?
We're both keeping it. Yeah, I mean, we both graded stuff with PSA the last time at the Philly show.
We did PSA and we did SGC.
Yeah. So, I personally like SGC better with vintage, but you still command better dollar with PSA. Yeah, I guess it depends on the value of the card, because I think SGC was like $15 per card.
Yeah, 15, and then PSA is probably 25, but they'll charge you more if there's if the card's worth a lot more. Obviously, it's like slightly based on, and you can always SGC is going to have a quick turnaround time for you too. You're probably like 2 to 3 weeks, maybe, if that, even quicker on some. And then PSA, you're probably 2 months, I would say, unless you kind of pay for a premium stuff. So if you have a bunch of stuff, but yeah, like he said, I think you do pay you'll probably be able to sell for a premium. If you're just doing it to hold on to the cards and want to slab them up, SGC, I think, does look really good on kind of cards. Yeah. So
that's what I prefer SGC. Yeah. The fact it's a little cheaper, quicker turnaround time. The cases look nicer, in my opinion. I like SGC. Yeah. There are other grading companies. Beckett is there.
They do a lot more autographs. I almost feel like that's more their specialty. But yeah, good.
Yeah. But PSA does autographs too.
Yeah. Let me know. Let us know what your if you have what you're grading and stuff like that too. I always like to hear about that.
And it's a very smooth process on both of them. I feel like SGC was a little easier because there was many more.
Yeah, a lot more people
available.
Yeah, there are a lot more people that want a PSA grade stuff. I think.
Yeah.
I would say if you're doing new, like high-end cards, PSA is probably what you want to do, just because you're probably doing. I think you could be anywhere from a 10 to 20% premium, honestly, on a card, if not more.
Yeah.
You can always, I guess, re-slab them too, but it's not always easy to do. All right, let's go. Let's get. So you went with the tuck.
Tuck roll. I forgot what I already picked. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, this pains me to pick it, but I got to do it. I'm going to go with now what has. This has been done a couple times, but I'm going to go with the Orlovsky, Dan Orlovsky running out of the back of the end zone for the Detroit Lions.
Yeah,
it's painful. It's a painful one to deal with. It was recently happened by C.J. Stroud. He ran out of the end zone, did basically the identical thing. Hey, Black Sheep, how you doing? Good evening. But C.J. Stroud did it, and they called it the Orlovsky. So it's now that it's got its own name, it's kind of like it got a little more impact, I feel like. So
yeah,
that's a tough
Black
one.
Sheep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the fact that he was like he was kept running too. He was like, oh yeah, I'm going to get this pass off
3 or 4 feet out of the end zone.
Yeah. Totally. No idea where he was on the field.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like you picking a Lions.
You can do that when you're number 1 team in the NFL right now. So we'll see about that, I guess.
And by the way, Jim B, I think I don't know anything about Pokemon. Me and Andy have a Pokemon short coming out of us embarrassing ourselves with Pokemon. But
Yeah,
I think
feel free to critique our
Yeah.
our sort of pronunciation of.
yeah, some of them are terrible.
I think
But
it was kind of fun though.
It was. I think people use Beckett a lot for Pokemon, I believe, because I know a guy who's and PSA. So I think for Pokemon, I would either do PSA or maybe Beckett. Yeah. All right. So, and let's roll right into the next round. So I think I got your pick on there.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I'm going back. Okay. All right. So my final pick, I'm going to go with, this is an on-field dumb play. It seems like this team occasionally gets players that are just like a little, I don't want to say they're head cases. They're not really head cases. They're kind of more just immature and like not always doing the right thing on the field. So I'm going to go with the classic Pittsburgh Steeler, Plaxico Burress. When he spikes the ball, it's a live ball. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
He caught a ball over the middle or something, fell down. I think this may have been probably first year out of college. A really great player, obviously. But he gets up, spikes the ball. The ball's live because he never got touched. Subsequent. I forget if they recovered it or not, but yeah.
Yeah, it's wild. Yeah, I mean, you can imagine that happening other times. It hasn't happened where like the guy isn't really touched, gets up, gives the ball to the ref or something. It should happen more but I think they usually just blow him dead when they consider he gave up.
Yeah. No, I think it's changed a little bit. Yeah, from that. It's a similar play to like dropping the ball before the end zone, but more of a dumb ass play kind of, because I don't think anybody was very close to him is the problem.
Yeah.
But there you go. That's my final one.
All right. And for me, I can go I have a lot of honorary mentions here.
Yeah, I have a few too.
I'm trying to think. Do I go Lions? Cowboys?
Is your Lions, does it have any correlation to your Eagles at all?
Slightly.
Yeah. Okay. I know what it is then.
Slightly. I'm going to go away from that though. This involves the Lions, but not really. Didn't hurt the Lions. I'm going to go with the Jerome Bettis coin flip with the referee botching the coin flip, like arguing with, not calling what Bettis called on the coin flip and how that changed that game.
It was in the Super Bowl, right? Was it
Thanksgiving? I think it was Thanksgiving.
Why do I think? Okay, maybe
it was 1998 Thanksgiving. Okay. So again, another national game, right? Where like you're on the similar to the let block field goal earlier. I drafted. I mean,
it's true ref botch. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, how epic is that? Where you can't get the coin toss right.
Yeah.
Right. And then the Steelers would end up losing that game. So.
Okay. Good, strong finish.
Had to get one ref, even though I had the tuck roll, was a ref one too.
Yeah. You had more ref ones than I did. I don't think did I have any? I don't think I had any. Yeah. Do you want to go through kind of our, we had a few more probably.
Yeah. Let's run through this real fast. And so the draft, Andy took butt fumble, Pete Carroll, the Super Bowl with the 1 yard line, pass call, interception, the Gus Farrat headbutt TD celebration, which resulted in concussion. Dan Orlovsky running willy-nilly around out of the end zone, trying to still pass the ball. Willy-nilly. And then the Plaxico Burress live spike. The Leon Lett block field goal botched play where he caused the Dolphins to get the ball on the 3 yard line. Jim Marshall, 66-yard wrong way run, fumble return. Tony Romo botched playoff field goal hold. The tuck rule, Jerome Bettis, and the referee botching the coin toss.
Jim, we only did football this time. We were originally planning to do everything, but we kind of pulled back. So we either probably will do baseball next time, or not whenever we do this next time, or maybe baseball and everything else. I don't know.
All sports. Because there's enough football ones that we did it as a standalone.
There's some really, obviously there's some really good baseball ones out there too.
For sure.
And like you said, we were talking earlier about a lot of ref mistakes on that one side too.
Umpires, yeah.
Yeah, umpire. Yeah.
But there we go. Yes, Andy, let's alternate through some honorary mentions here.
I don't have a ton more. You had a lot of the ones that I had on my plate, honestly. So
I have five other ones.
I think I have just 2 more. So
okay.
Well, okay.
I'll go first then. First. This one is, I mean, historically, you look back, this was a botched play call, but I didn't draft it because it really wasn't a botched play call because it's something that wasn't done. But I'm gonna go with the Miracle of Meadowlands Part 1.
I had that on mine. Yeah.
It wasn't something that was done. Quarterbacks did not kneel at that time, and that sort of resulted in quarterbacks kneeling. So I think different game. If you were Ron Jaworski or if you were Joe Pisarcik, you go back to kneel, you're getting plowed over by defensive linemen. They're playing after the whistle. So nobody kneeled. He goes back to hand the ball to Zonka, who had like the lowest fumbling rate in the league, and Herm Edwards is galloping away with a touchdown for the Eagles for the stunned Meadowlands. So
yeah, I was a little surprised you didn't pick any of that, but that was that was definitely on my list. But I was kind of under the same feeling that it was almost really like I don't know that people necessarily consider that really a botch or not. It's a botched play, but they don't consider that like a bad play call or anything like that. So
so you could select it more just for the fumble, the handoff, right? Than the play call. Yeah, which would have been reasonable to do.
Well, I'll go back to Detroit again. You had mentioned this before, but pretty classic one. It does have some ties to Philadelphia, as he had eventually, I think, became not a coordinator, but maybe he was briefly too. But Marty Morningwig choosing to kick the ball in overtime instead of take the ball. Yeah. Which was rough. I forget if it was where they were playing, but he would, as many coaches tried to do, probably backtrack and say that like was it indoors or was it not? I can't even remember. He was saying something about either the wind or it was like the crowd noise or something.
Let me look up and see where it was. Cause so he deferred. Which usually if you defer, you're picking like the direction.
Right. I can't remember where it was, and I don't remember the team, honestly. I kind of thought about try to phase that out of my psyche.
I think it was against Minnesota.
Okay. All right. Jim, I think we both are planning to go. I know Keith is, and I am definitely going to try to come up too.
It was against the Bears. The Bears.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, I'll definitely be there, Jim. I didn't hear that, but I'll definitely be there on Friday and Saturday. Definitely a terrible one. And there was a similar one last year with Dallas, or maybe the year before, and I think they reversed this, but they came back after halftime. Oh no, I'm sorry, it was the beginning of the game, and Prescott said,
"Definitely, Jim B. We'll definitely, Well, I'll be the one wearing the Lions jersey."
Yeah. Where Dak Prescott said, instead of deferring, he said, "We'll kick."
Okay.
And they we're going to say that, "Oh, you're kicking. You're."
That's your take. Yeah.
Yes. You don't get the ball in the second half either.
Yeah.
I think they ended up changing that. The league stepped in and said no, they get the ball in the second half.
Yeah.
He just said the wrong thing. But
yeah. Interesting.
All right. I'm going to go back to another Dallas. I'm going to go with Jason Garrett, one of the dumbest coaches, and he's terrible on broadcasting too. He's just terrible.
So much hatred.
Yeah, but he when he iced his own kicker, and this was brutal.
Oh yeah, I did remember that.
I used to hate the NFL when they would let coaches call a timeout as the kick is happening.
Yeah.
So you had to as a fan, especially at the game, you can't tell, and you're like, oh, it's good, you're celebrating, and then it's like, oh, they blew the whistle, got to do it again. Well, you don't often have their own coach doing that, where Dan Bailey kicked a long field goal, makes it, they're celebrating. Oh no, your coach called a timeout right before the play, and he misses the next kick. So that's just a beautiful one. Yeah,
it's a pretty good one. I mean, we sort of what came on was the Matt Eberflus. Really, I think that you got to put that on the list. That's a pretty boneheaded thing. It's one of the craziest things I think I've seen in a long time. Good. And 99% of the time that would happen to the Lions, not for the Lions.
The funniest thing was I was looking at doing some research for this, and he was on the list for like the worst calls.
Yeah,
but not for that play. That game.
Oh yeah, he's done it a couple times.
Yeah,
he's done
3 weeks ago against the Commanders.
Oh yeah. That's another one for sure.
Yeah, I mean, just everything in that game. So
that's a tough one to completely blame on him. The what's it called? The Hail Mary really wasn't his fault. It was just but the fact that he said it's not a big deal to get like that 7 or 8 yards or something, they just let him, get closer.
Yeah, the strategy on the defensive strategy there.
That was bad. Yeah, that was what was Bonehead. Yeah, he is not a good game manager.
No.
So
and yeah, the fact that and the one that you're saying after the game, he didn't backtrack at all.
Yeah.
Right. Like, oh no, that was a good play.
He doubled down on it multiple times. It's like, dude, all right.
And I didn't hear the quote, or maybe I don't know if there's a video of it, but who's the Bears cornerback? Their good corner, Jermaine Johnson, or what's his name?
You talking about the guy who was taunting the crowd, or what?
No. The Bears, their good cornerback. That dude's not great. The guy who I can't remember him, but it's like JJ. But anyway, he went after the coach, was like ripping the coach right after the game. Like, what the hell are you doing? Why did you do that?
Really?
And that became public. So that maybe was part of the reason where they probably would have been let go anyway. But when you're one of your star players, which deserved to happen, right?
Yeah.
But
I mean, you got to think about it too. Like that team is actually pretty talented. If you look at their team, I mean, they have their offense is pretty good. I mean, you got an up and coming quarterback. You got 3 pretty solid receivers. A young, decent running back, and a pretty good defense. They should be way better. And they kind of screwed up several games. They probably could have 3 or 4 more wins. But
yeah, it was Jalen Johnson.
Okay.
He confronted him after the game. Confronted Elberflus after the game. All right, that's good.
Elberflus also just sounds like a bad name. It sounds like
It sounds like it's a verb waiting to happen. Freaking.
He Elberflust.
Yeah, Elberflus, that one. I have 2 other ones. I don't know if you have any left, but this play is so comical. I don't really know what was supposed to happen with this play, but the Indianapolis Colts fake punt versus the Patriots. Remember that? Where they had the punter, they had all the linemen and all the gunners.
Were they all off to the side and then
off to the side, and it was just the long snapper and the punter under center. And they snapped it to the punter, and 3 Patriots sacked the punter immediately. I don't know exactly what the play was supposed to do. What was supposed to happen there, but did not happen.
If you're going to run it, you better damn well know that your players understand what the heck's going on.
Yeah, it was the failure from the very start. I mean,
yeah, that's a good one. I don't remember that one very much, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll pull a clip up of that because that is it's quick. I'll pull it up. But my last one is another referee won the Hail Mary where they had the replacement referees. You remember those times?
A little bit. You could have. I mean, there were a couple of referee ones I didn't put on too, but I didn't put the Calvin Johnson no catch on there, which I think you could have, but it was kind of part of the rules. You can't totally blame them. The rule got changed for it, but
that was also similar to the Des Bryant one, and that might have been against the Lions. Who was that against? The Cowboys, Packers, maybe, where he put the ball down, and they said it was he didn't complete the catch.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was Calvin when he put the ball on the ground, and then
very similar play with Des Bryant in a playoff game.
Okay,
late it was they were coming back late in the game, but this one was a Hail Mary at the end of the game. Green Bay cornerback went up with I don't know if it was Golden Tate or who the receiver was for the Seattle at that point, and this cornerback clearly intercepted the ball, but they went to the ground and they were sort of wrestling back and forth. And they ended up calling it a touchdown on the field with the replacement refs, and even replay upheld it, but it was clearly an interception.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what brought the referees back. They got rid of the replacement refs partly because of that. So
good stuff. All right.
It's a fun one. So let me I'll see if I can pull up that play I was talking about, the Colts.
We don't have a new topic yet for non-sports next week, but as Keith said, but we got any ideas? Not yet, but I'll think of something.
Let's go something off the wall, Andy. Let's go in honor of my bird shirt. Let's go best birds.
All right.
Out there, we can go in many different directions with it. Best birds.
Okay.
It's sort of topical. With
So are we just saying best birds? Like you have carte blanche to go whatever route. Specific birds.
No, you can do whatever the hell you want.
Okay.
It could be an early bird. It could be a whirly bird. Could be a cardinal.
Could be this.
That might make the list. So we got best birds. I know your girlfriend liked that pick. She said it was a great idea. I had.
Yeah, she likes it. She'll tune in for that show, I'm sure. Cool.
Yeah.
Definitely check out this Friday. We're going to do a live Rips and Brews with two of our good friends. We're going to be opening each a different pack, different box.
With the Really Perspective Show, he's going to be on it with us, and Soda City Rips. Have some fun boxes, exciting stuff over there. So definitely stay tuned for that. It'll be on this channel, but definitely sub for Rips and Brews, Really Perspective Show, Soda City Rips as well.
Mm-hmm.
And let me share this real fast. This is the
all right, go for it.
No audio, so that should be a safer thing.
I do vaguely remember. Oh, it's because
So we got the whole guy, all of them running over there. We have the two guys under center. Let's play by play this, Andy.
It's confusing what's going on here. They have three men over the ball. He looks like, is he going to snap the ball? Is he going to do it?
Oh,
yep. Okay.
Like he was trying to run forward.
How
is he not like trying to pass it? You think he was going to pass it back to the other, the guy with all the blockers there, but he never even tries to pass it.
Yeah.
Like he tries to run forward.
That's Chuck Pagano. Is that what it was?
Yeah. Pagano. Like he doesn't try to pass it to the other side. He just like starts running forward.
Yeah, I guess that was what they were trying to do, right? If you snap it, but he just like ran forward. Like, I had to make any sense.
No, terrible design of that play there. So,
all right. Well, good chat. Thanks for everybody for coming out.
We have a nominee for the best bird there. Ryan Cox at Bills fans.
You can go a lot of different ways on this one. So
Ryan Cox is an entertaining player, man. Feisty linebacker.
A nice neck brace too.
Oh yeah, you need some neck rolls back in the game.
Yeah. I wonder why they don't do that anymore.
It seems like probably safer, right? I mean, he doesn't.
I would think
it looks cool.
Yeah.
I would just wear it to look cool. Oh, guys, yeah. So that's wraps it up this week. Stay tuned. We'll be back next Wednesday with our best birds, and I have my picking videos coming out every Saturday, 1 p.m. We have a Rips and Brews rip coming out tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. We have a short every night over on that channel. A bunch of shorts on this channel as well. So stay tuned for all that, and we'll catch you out next time. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Out.